Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us for the free Springdale Today podcast as new episodes are released Wednesdays at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Man, penguin.
Hey, look, we got 45 minutes.
Penguin.
Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great healthcare.
You look terrible. Yeah, I feel terrible.
Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
I am the March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of Summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hola a todos, soy Maribel Tapia y quiero compartirles algo que nos llena de orgullo. Queremos que sepas que tu familia, logros y sueños nos importan. Porque contando nuestras historias, conectamos nuestra comunidad. Los esperamos para celebrar juntos los nuevos episodios de esta temporada en Facebook, Escuelas de Springdale, Spotlight Latino, Univisión y Telemundo Arkansas. Recuerda, yo soy Maribel Tapia y te espero para un cafecito y charla.
A little early because I've got a pretty lengthy spiel to give before that. We don't want to waste any time. We want you to enjoy the students' performances tonight. My name's Jeff Key, and I have the privilege of serving as Director of Bands at Don Tyson School of Innovation. It is my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's concert, a celebration of talent, hard work, and dedication of our student musicians. We begin by expressing our sincere gratitude to the Springdale Board of Education and our Central Office Administration, who are Dr. Jared Cleveland, Dr. Marcia Smith, Shannon Tischer, Melissa Fink, and Damon Donnell. We're also thankful for our continued support of our school's administration team, who are Amy Harrison, Tom Doppy, Dr. Shay Hopper, Chelsea Perry, and Aurelian Sennett. If any members of our administration team are with us tonight, we invite you to please stand and be recognized now. Please give them a round of applause. A special thank you goes to our music secretary, Erica Wharton, and our PAC manager, Seth Biazzo, for their behind-the-scenes efforts to make events like this possible. Give them a round of applause as well. We're also incredibly grateful for our Band Booster organization, and I'd like to recognize our Band Booster Board members. Please stand when I call your name, please. Carly Shellhammer, May Clevenger, Elizabeth Carender, Kristen Evans, and Jessica Lindsley. A few of them are up front too. Thank you very much. These ladies have worked tirelessly this year to help raise money for our band projects throughout the year. We'd also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who supported our recent fundraisers, from the car wash to the text campaign to the taco bar and silent auction. Your generosity has a meaningful impact on our students' musical journey. We are thrilled to announce that our music partners, Palin Music and Sade Music Company, have set up pop-up shops in our PAC lobby tonight. They are offering a selection of accessories, music books, general accessories, and step-up instruments. As part of the Springdale Schools Band program, students are encouraged to perform on an intermediate level instrument by the end of their 9th grade year to ensure continued excellence within the band program. We invite you to stop by and visit our music company partners to explore the offerings that can help support your students' musical journey. We'd also like to extend our personal and heartfelt gratitude to the Schmitting Foundation for their invaluable financial support in providing our students in Springdale with tutoring sessions led by professional musicians. Your generosity has made numerous sectionals and tutoring opportunities possible for the students at DTSOI, greatly enriching their musical education and experience. That's a lot. Before we begin, we kindly ask that you silence your cell phones and remain seated during each group's performance out of respect for our musicians, because we are recording these. If needed, please feel free to step out with young children who may become restless. Thank you again for being here tonight. Our first group to perform tonight is the High School Percussion Ensemble, directed by Mr. John Vincent.
Good evening, everybody. The group on stage before you is the Don Tyson School of Innovation Beginning Band. Almost 100 students you see on stage are taught in separate, like instrument classes daily. Mr. Keith teaches flute, clarinet, and trumpet. I teach clarinet, saxophone, oboe, and horn. Mr. Hassard teaches trombone, euphonium, and tuba. And Mr. Vincent teaches percussion. And we are especially excited to share that we have two incredible interns, our student teachers, working with us this semester. They have been an important part of our rehearsals and growth this season. They both will be guest conductors for tonight's concert. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Miss Rebecca Holland from the University of Arkansas, conducting the Don Tyson School of Innovation Beginning Band's performance of Star Wars by John Williams, arranged by Carl Stroman. Hello again. I forgot to introduce myself earlier. My name is Manchusa Leung Sangrung. I'm the director of this band. I'm also assistant band director and also jazz band director at DTSOI. We would like to take this opportunity to recognize students in each of our beginning band classes for their outstanding hard work and dedication to the beginning band throughout this entire year. First will be the Outstanding Musician Award. As each student's name is called, please come to the front of the stage to be recognized. For the flute class, our Outstanding Musician Award goes to Jenna Sabatini. Okay, we have two classes for clarinet 2A class. Okay, outstanding awards go to Michael Balsinger. Clarinet 2B, your award goes to Jason Cruz Chacon. Saxophone class, Sydney Tyree. For French horn class, Ashley Ordenes Ramirez. Trombone, Richard Saravia. For trumpet, Oliver Sykes. Euphonium class, Aurora Rivera. And for tuba class, Eli Samarin. Last but not least, percussion, Connor McCall. Our next award will be the Instrumentalist Magazine Outstanding Musicianship Certificate. According to the Instrumentalist Magazine, the musicianship certificate honors students who demonstrated outstanding musicianship. First award goes to Samuel Adams. Next award goes to Dayton Howard. Next award goes to Jordan Alvarenga. Okay, for the percussion, we have an award goes to Kellen Carter. For the next award will be Instrumentalist Magazine Merit Certificate. According to the Instrumentalist Magazine, the merit certificate is for meritorious progress and service, and this award goes to Vivian Privasi. One more to Sawyer Schroeder. Right, so the next awards will be for outstanding music students. First student for this award is Jackson Flanagan. Okay, the next outstanding music student, Jason Cruz Chacon. Next award is Ada Von Brandt. Okay. The next award goes to Perla Ramirez. Okay, outstanding music student. Next is Molly McCourt. Okay, next award goes to Aurora Rivera. Last award for outstanding music student is Carter Noe. Let's give another round of applause to these students for receiving these awards. I work with an incredible team in the music department, and these individuals work tirelessly to create an outstanding music education experience for these students. The music faculty at DTSOI includes band directors Jeff Key, Justin Hazard, John Vinzant, choir directors Cindy Key and Jessica George, music secretary Erica Wharton, and student teaching band interns Rebecca Holland and Brooke Burton. Please join me in thanking these faculty members. Okay, the final piece we will perform this evening is a student favorite, guest conducted by Miss Brooke Burton. Ladies and gentlemen, The Troll King by Randall Standridge. Right, thank you so much. That concludes the beginning band performance. Thank you again for attending. We will have a brief intermission while we set up for the middle school symphonic band performance. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a brief intermission, as Dr. L said, and we'll make a transition really quickly, and the next group will be the middle school symphonic band, so just hang tight. Percussion, come on.
Hello, my name is Daniel Olvera, and I'm a clarinet player. The group on stage before you is the Don Tyson School of Innovation Middle School Symphonic Band, directed by Mr. John Vizant. This group consists of 7th and 8th grade students in their 2nd or 3rd year of playing an instrument in our program. We have had an outstanding year of performances, including straight first division ratings at concert assessment last month. We would like to begin with one of the pieces from that program tonight. This piece will feature one of our special guests this semester, University of Arkansas student intern, Ms. Rebecca Hollins. She has been a wonderful addition to our band staff this spring, and we wish her the very best of luck in her teaching career. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the DTSOI Middle School Symphonic Band's performance of Fierro by Steve Hodges.
Good evening. My name is John Vincent, and I am director of the Middle School Symphonic Band. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the students from this group that made All Region this year. Please hold your applause until I finish reading all the names. Students, please come forward to the front to receive your region plaque. First up, Jesus Castaneda. Ty Cassidy. Jason Pham. Shaylin Rogers. Allison Lott. Hector Carrion. Angela Tippett. Dason Costa. Brogan Hyatt. Bryson Bowman. Kellen Wigginton. Maxwell Farrell. James Wesley. Ramon Gonzalez. Adriela Mercado. Diego Chavez Cono. Neymar Polanco Alarcon. Not here tonight, Dewey Notzel. Jackson Turner. Parker Evans. Naomi Lopez. Jasper Bangs. Molly Francis. Daniel Olvera. Matimu Willard. Valentina Flores. And Hudson Cantu. And before these students sit down, as we acknowledge them for junior high region results, I'd like to take one moment to acknowledge one student who received the spot of first band, first chair, and that is Miss Naomi Lopez. Students, you can take your plaques to your seat. Please have a seat.
Hello, my name is Dason Costa and I play bass trombone in the Middle School Symphonic Band. Our next piece is a medley of cues from one of the most popular film scores in recent memory. Composer John Powell wrote the score for How to Train Your Dragon in 2010, and his beautiful and exciting music has been an exciting part of the movie's legacy ever since. This has been a rewarding and extremely difficult piece for the Middle School Symphonic Band to learn, and we are very excited to showcase it for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, How to Train Your Dragon, arranged by Sean O'Loughlin.
Thank you very much. We would like to take this opportunity to recognize a few students in the middle school band for their outstanding hard work and dedication. As each student's name is called, please come to the front of the stage to be recognized. The Outstanding Musician Trophy goes to 2 students who have shown dedication both to their instrument and to the ensemble this year. I apologize. 3 students, all 3 of whom have shown dedication to their instrument and this ensemble this year. This award goes to Jasper Bangs, Dason Costa, and Jackson Miller. The Outstanding Music Student Certificate will be presented to 5 students. These are not only model students in their classes, they set the bar for service and leadership in the band. They are Hudson Cantu, Seth Broadwell, Molly Francis, Parker Evans, and Leaner Simon. Next, I'd like to present the Instrumentalist Magazine Outstanding Musicianship Certificate, but unfortunately, the student is not here. He's very sick tonight and wished he could have been here, but this is a very deserving student who is going to receive this framed certificate for his dedication to musical excellence. That student is Dewey Notzel. Let's give him a hand. Next up is the Instrumentalist Magazine Merit Award. This is also a framed certificate awarded to a student that demonstrates leadership through kindness and service to the band's program. And this award goes to Lotus Pearl Ross.
It is my pleasure to present an award by the Phi Beta Mu Bandmaster Fraternity, Omicron Chapter. As a member of the Bandmaster Fraternity, I'm allowed to honor students from the band program each year. This year's award goes to Matimo Willard.
Finally, the Director's Award goes to one deserving student who demonstrates achievement, musicianship, and character beyond our expectations. She's always fully engaged in rehearsal, always honing her musical skills every opportunity she gets, and she's always ready to assist the band directors in any way they need. This student will be honored with not only an individual plaque that she can keep, but also will be commemorated in the band room on the wall for years to come. And that student is Naomi Lopez. Let's have one more round of applause for this amazing group of students. You can be seated. Before playing our final piece, I have one very special announcement to make. After this group's performance at Concert Assessment 4 weeks ago, the band director submitted a recording of this ensemble to be considered for a very unique opportunity. And I'm pleased to announce tonight that the DTSOI Middle School Symphonic Band has been selected as the EE Honor Ensemble for the state of Arkansas. The group has been invited to perform at the 2026 All-State Music Convention in Hot Springs next February. This recognition is a testament to the musical excellence that these students have demonstrated all year long, and I am immensely proud of them. Please join me in giving these students a round of applause for their achievement. Thank you all so much for coming to this evening's concert. The final selection for the Symphonic Band is one that I'm really looking forward to conducting tonight. It's an original composition dedicated to the Southwest Junior High Band program and their conductors, Mr. Omar Alonso and Miss Mallory Van Zant. They asked me to write this piece to commemorate the opening of the new Southwest Junior High building this past fall, and they gave a wonderful performance at their December concert. Since then, I've been eager for the chance for my group to perform it here at DTSOI. It's a very special piece to me, and I hope that you enjoy it. Without further ado, here is Dobra. Thank you very much. That concludes the middle school symphonic band's performance. We will have a very brief intermission while we set up for the high school wind symphony performance. Thank you.
Good evening, and welcome to the Pat Allison Performing Arts Center. I'm Dennis Figueroa and a senior member of the Wind Symphony. Dmitri Shostakovich, born on September 12, 1906, in St. Petersburg, Russia, is regarded as one of the greatest symphonic composers of the 20th century. Although considered a relatively minor work in his overall repertoire, The Fire of Eternal Glory became one of Shostakovich's best-known pieces in the Soviet Union. Originally composed for a war memorial in Novorossiysk, the piece has been played continuously at the site since its construction in 1960, commemorating the fallen heroes of the Battle of Stalingrad. This enduring tribute may make it one of the most frequently performed pieces of classical music in existence. Ladies and gentlemen, Shostakovich's Fire of Eternal Glory.
Hi, my name is Izzy Carter and I play flute in the Wind Symphony. Born in Buffalo, New York, Rosano Galante received his Bachelor of Arts degree in trumpet performance from SUNY Buffalo in 1992. That same year, he was one of only 19 people from around the world accepted into University of Southern California's prestigious film scoring program, where he studied under the late Jerry Goldsmith, an Academy Award-winning composer best known for The Omen. Mr. Galante has orchestrated over 60 studio films, including A Quiet Place, Logan, The Wolverine, Charlie's Angels, 3:10 to Omaha, A Good Day to Die Hard, Trouble with the Curve, The Thing, Final Destination 5, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Beginning, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Live Free or Die Hard, among many others. The Wind Symphony was fortunate to welcome Mr. Galante to one of our rehearsals this March. He generously shared insights into his experience orchestrating for film and his creative process in writing band works. It truly was a thrilling and inspiring experience to hear from someone of Mr. Galante's stature. Ladies and gentlemen, The Winged Stallion by Rosano Galante.
Hello, my name is Valeria Carrion, and I am a senior French horn player. The Wind Symphony recently competed in the Arkansas School Band and Orchestra Association Region Concert Assessment. Our band received all First Division ratings from the band judges and in sight reading. The High School Wind Symphony achieved the distinction of being honored as an Arkansas Sweepstakes Award winner once again this year, an accolade reserved only for Arkansas's best band programs.
Yep, we were fortunate to have two bands, Mr. Van Zant mentioned it earlier, two bands at DTSOI this year that achieved the Arkansas Sweepstakes Award, First Division straight across, the Middle School Symphonic Band and Wind Symphony. I can't speak high enough about this group. I told them I'm not going to break down. I may at the end, but I'm going to make it to the end. I know I am. This is a phenomenal group of kids, and you're going to see it in a few minutes of all the achievements that they have accomplished. This is the biggest group of seniors. Half of this band is seniors. So it's pretty sentimental to me. So first up, let's do some region awards.
We'd like to take a moment to recognize our 9th grade students in the High School Wind Symphony that made all region this year. Please hold your applause until I finish reading all the names. Students, please come forward to read your region plaque. Jackson Shellhammer, Oaks Cassidy, Quentin Clevenger, Isabella Carter, Joshua Contreras, Novi Luong, Trammell Valentine, Zach Domke. Please give these students a round of applause. We'd particularly like to recognize Quentin Clevenger and Jackson Shellhammer, who both earned the position of first chair in the junior high region first band. Congratulations. Next, we'll acknowledge students who made the second all-region high school band. Please come to the front to receive your plaque. Rowan Fahey, Italia Cruz, Isaac Uribe, Ali Rojas, Samaria Hall, Ella Swanson, Fernando Batista, Valeria Adame, Dennis Figueroa, Valeria Sanchez, Ethan Bisbee, Tony Campuzano, Mason Marler, Ashley Cryfield, Kevin Rivas, Jennifer Lugo, Isabella Smith, Valeria Carrion, Lauren Hatch, Jason Barron, and Philip Lindsley. Please give these students a round of applause. Next, we'd like to recognize a student who made first all-region high school band, Tyler Evans, Yeti Villalobos, Christopher Guillen, Brittany Castillo, Dalton Crouch, Kendall Norman, Edward Martinez, Vaughn Fields, Valeria Figueroa, Jade Ross, Nicholas Corinder, Frank Gomez Montalvo, Allison Phillips, Sam Owens, Andrew Shellhammer, Willow Linker, Beatrice Clevenger, Victoria Nash, Gavin Swanson, Brett Johnson, Ramey Cassidy, Cooper Thorne, little further, keep scooting. G. Williams, and Blake Johnson. Please give these students one big round of applause.
Lordy, that's a lot of kids. Macon Region. Give them another round of applause for all those kids, Macon Region. The talent runs deep. It runs deep. All right, I'm going to have the fortunate opportunity to acknowledge our all-state band students. They went to all-state tryouts in February along with thousands of talented musicians from across the state. And we're excited to recognize the students who earned a spot in the Arkansas All-State Bands. DTSOI ranks and has for the last 2 years in the top 10 in the entire state of Arkansas for all-state band students. And I remind you, this is in our 7th year of existence. So I'm going to honor those students now that made all-state. Let me get it right, all-state. And by the way, they had their convention. It was in convention. If you don't know, the snowed us out in February, and we actually had to have a convention at the end of March, 1st of April. So it was interesting, to say the least. All right, our first up is Allison Phillips, the All-State Concert Band. And you may clap after each one. Gavin Swanson, the All-State Concert Band. Ramey Cassidy, Arkansas All-State Concert Band. Brittany Castillo, the Concert Band. Jade Ross, the All-State Concert Band. G. Williams, the All-State Concert Band. Brett Johnson, the All-State Concert Band. Christopher Guillen, the All-State Symphonic Band. Christopher, it only took me 6 years to say your name right? Andrew Shellhammer, the All-State Symphonic Band. Cooper Thorne, the All-State Symphonic Band. Beatrice Clevenger, the All-State Symphonic Band. Valeria Figueroa, the All-State Wind Symphony. Willow Linker, the All-State Wind Symphony. Kendall Norman, wait, don't clap yet, the All-State Wind Symphony, stop, don't clap. First chair in the entire state of Arkansas. Now clap. Now, there are 2 students in this group that made 2 groups. Actually, there are 3 students that made 3 groups. I'll talk about one in a minute. One is G. Williams. She made the concert band, but also made the All-State First Jazz Band. Give her a round of applause. And G will get your plaque on Thursday night at the jazz concert. And one more that made 2 bands. Willow Linker, don't clap yet, not only made the Wind Symphony, made first jazz band, first chair drum set. So the best drum set player in the entire state of Arkansas. One exciting thing that I've been promising students for multiple years now is to have a plaque. This is a special one because not many people can celebrate this. The first band, first chairs in the entire state of Arkansas. We have now 5 people, and the latest, of course, is Kendall Norman and Willow Linker. I also want to recognize on another plaque, these cost lots of money, by the way, another plaque that is 2-year All-Staters in our program, and one student who did not make All-State this year, and I'm not going to give him a rough time about that, but he made 2 consecutive years, and that's Sam Owen. Sam, will you stand up? He's a 2-year All-Stater as well. And also, one other student that has made it 2 years, and that's G. Williams. Give her. And one more plaque, another very expensive plaque. This is a 3-year All-Stater. So you can only make All-State band in Arkansas 3 years, 10th, 11th, and 12th, 3 max. We have, this year, 3 students to add to this plaque. We already have 4 on this plaque. This year, Kendall Norman is added, a 3-year All-Stater. Give him a round of applause. Next up is Christopher Guillen, a 3-year clarinet All-Stater. And last but not least is Brett Johnson, a 3-year clarinet All-Stater. Give these students a massive round of applause. And I need to Valeria, will you stand up, stay up here? Everybody else can go away. I want to recognize one more student, and that is Valeria Figueroa, as she stands alone on the stage. She was recognized last night at the choir concert for making choir and band. She made choir and band All-State. This is the 2nd year in a row that she has made that. We're hoping to put her name on the 3-year All-State plaque next year, right, Valeria? All right, give her a round of applause.
Hello, my name is Kevin Rivas, and I play Barry sax in the Wind Symphony. Our next piece will showcase one of the outstanding clarinet players in our Wind Symphony. This remarkable young man began his journey in our 2nd high school band, and through dedication and hard work, rose to become the first chair clarinetist in the Wind Symphony. A 3-year All-State musician, Kendall Norman achieved the prestigious distinction this year of being named first chair clarinet in the top All-State band, the highest honor for a clarinetist in the state of Arkansas. We are proud to feature Kendall as the soloist on Lightning Fingers, a virtuosic showpiece composed by the renowned March composer Henry Fillmore in 1930. This fall, Kendall will attend the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville, where he plans to major in music education. Ladies and gentlemen, Lightning Fingers featuring our soloist and my best friend, Kendall Norman.
We'd like to recognize some outstanding students in this group. These are Outstanding Student Awards. These are students that have shown dedication to our band program with hard work both in and out of our rehearsals. Tonight, we'd like to present these Outstanding Music Student Awards to these Wind Symphony students. They are Victoria Nash, Kevin Rivas, Tyler Evans, Blake Johnson, Dalton Crouch, G. Williams, Allison Phillips, Beatrice Clevenger, give these students another round of your applause, please. Thank you, students. Our next award is the Instrumentalist, you guys can go back, Instrumentalist Magazine Merit Award. According to the Instrumentalist Magazine, the Merit Certificate honors students who have had outstanding contributions, leadership, and service to the school band program. This year, the award goes to 2 students. They are, actually 3 students, 4 students, sorry. Mr. Key can't count tonight. And hold your applause if you will, so they get a good recognition. We'll recognize them all together. Jude Sabatini, Brittany Costello, Valeria Sanchez, and Gavin Swanson. Instrumentalist Magazine also recognizes outstanding musicianship awards to students in high school bands. According to Instrumentalist Magazine, the musicianship certificate honors students who demonstrated outstanding musicianship. This year, the award goes to Jackson Shellhammer. You can go ahead and clap. Dennis Figueroa. Brett Johnson, Edward Martinez, and Jade Ross. Give these students one more round of applause. Okay, students, you can go back. All right, the next thing we're going to take an opportunity to recognize is just an Outstanding Musicianship Award within our band program. This will recognize some students in this group, the Wind Symphony, for outstanding musicianship. As each student is called, if you'll come up to the edge of the stage again, and we'll recognize you with your trophy. Each one of these students will receive a trophy designating their outstanding musicianship. We're gonna come back to that award in just a second. We've had a malfunction. We're gonna do senior awards next, and we'll come back to that award in just a second. Seniors, this is a talented group of students, as I told you earlier. They have worked very, very hard. Many of them started when our band program was just in the beginning stages, and they have worked very hard, and we're going to recognize quite a few of them. So if you will, save your applause to the very end, and we'll give them a big, huge round of applause at the very end. Jennifer Lugo, Brittany Costello, Nicholas Corinder, Atalia Cruz, Valeria Coloron, Jaden Blackston, G. Williams, Christopher Guillen, Will Trotter. Blake Johnson, Samuel Owens. Ethan Bisbee, Frank Gomez. Kendall Norman, Danny Miller. Yeti Villalobos, Samaria Hall. Ali Roas, Jude Sabatini. Kevin Rivas, Dennis Figueroa. Ramey Cassidy, Brett Johnson. Dalton Crouch, Gavin Swanson. Fernando Bautista Hernandez. Let them all get up before we give them a round of applause. Takes a couple, just a second. Let's let them all get here first. This is a tremendous group of young people. I cannot say enough about them. I'm in my 28th year of teaching. I'm not sure I know I've never had a better group of kiddos. They're all here. Give them a tremendous round of applause. All right, thank you, seniors. Now we're going to go back to the one that we skipped because of a little malfunction. This is the Outstanding Musicianship Trophy. It's going to go to a number of students in this group that have shown their musicianship through whether they're making all-state, all-region, and just showing leadership within the group as well. These students this year the Musicianship Trophy goes to Cooper Thorne, Valeria Figueroa, Ramey Cassidy, Andrew Shellhammer, and Quentin Clevenger. Give these students one more round of applause. Danny, you're up. We'll come back with just a few minutes after the next selection for a few more awards before we end the program tonight. Danny is going to do our next intro.
Hello, my name is Danny Miller, and I play percussion in the Wind Symphony. Hold on to your hats, you're in for a wild ride. Our next performance features two original dance-like movements that come together in a fiery combination of sound, bursting with joy and vibrant energy of Afro-Cuban music. This piece pays tribute to the rich cultural spirit of the Cuban people. Ladies and gentlemen, Danzas Cubanas by Robert Sheldon.
We'd like to recognize a student in this group that truly has gone above and beyond the call of duty. I cannot emphasize that enough. This student has not only practices their part, this student's a leader within his section and within the band. This year's Director's Award goes to Senior Ethan Bisbee. Not only does Ethan get a plaque of his own, he's also recognized in the band room on a plaque as well. So give him another big round of applause. As a member of Phi Beta Mu Bandmaster Fraternity, I'm allowed to honor students from the band program each year. This year, I'm pleased to present this award to two of our outstanding seniors. These students have worked as hard as anyone in the band and were an integral part of the group's success. This year's awards go to Nico Corinder and Willow Linker. Give them another massive round of applause. Thank you, students. In his long career, Leonard Bernstein made a lasting mark on the musical world as a conductor, composer, and teacher. The Bernstein Award will honor students whose musical contributions, dedication, and creativity set them apart, deserving the highest recognition for their achievements. This year's award goes to Senior Christopher Guillen. Christopher will also be recognized on a plaque that is in the band room that will last, hopefully, forever. So give Christopher another round of applause. Thank you, Christopher. Okay, before I announce the other one, this is kind of funny. No booing allowed, okay? Presented by our governor, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is obviously governor of Arkansas, this student has the highest standard of musicianship, teamwork, education, or dedication, character, and attitude. Each year, 100 high schools get to recognize the most outstanding musical student within their program. In this year's, the Governor's Award for Musical Excellence goes to Kendall Norman. And last but not least, introduced in 1955, and it's fitting that we do this award last because we're going to play a march by him in just a second. This award was to honor a top senior band student in the high school band. The John Philip Sousa Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. Yearly, this is an award that goes to one of our outstanding seniors. This young man earned a position in the All-State Bands every single year, and this year he was first band, first chair. The 2025 John Philip Sousa Award goes to Kendall Norman. Kendall will also be recognized on the band room wall with on this plaque that recognizes that award each year. So congratulations, Kendall. We're proud of you.
Hello. I'm too small for this. Hello, my name is Ethan Bisbee, and I am a senior trumpet player in the Wind Symphony. We would like to take this opportunity to show our appreciation to our student interns this semester. Our 2 interns this semester have been Miss Brooke Burton, they're hiding, and Miss Rebecca Holland from the University of Arkansas. And Miss Burton is from Southern Arkansas University. Thank you, Miss Burton and Miss Holland, for everything, and we wish you well in the future. Ms. Burton has accepted the position of Assistant Band Director at Genoa Central Schools in Texarkana. And Ms. Holland will be the Head Band Director of North Platte High School in Nebraska.
I think both Miss Burton and Miss Holland are out in the audience. Are you guys out there? Y'all stand up for us if you're out there. Seth, can you? This Miss Burton and Miss Holland. Two outstanding student interns, and we're so excited to have them with us. Just one quick statement from me, or just a personal thing. I want you first of all to know how band impacts lives. Last year I stood up here and I had one of my students that talked about what band does and music does in general. Parents, please, at the end of a year, sometimes, especially the end of the beginning band year, or maybe the 7th grade year, the 8th grade year, it loses its luster. It's not that shiny instrument anymore. Know that we have multiple students in this group and also in choir that are getting scholarships to college. They get paid to play. It is a rewarding experience. It's not just about the music. It's about all the social aspects and all of the opportunity. I have, in 28 years, it'd take me 10 minutes, but I can't name off all of the students that have gone on, not just to be a band director, to be meteorologists and be doctors and lawyers and NFL players. And they will still, no matter how successful they are, will tell you they come back to band and choir and what it did for them. So I encourage your student to stay with us and stay the long haul, because I promise you, these students will tell you it's one of the most rewarding experiences on the planet. And one more time, I want to say to this group of students, not just the seniors, the entire Wind Symphony, the kids make fun of me that every year, the last 3 years, I've said this is the best band I've ever had. And maybe the first year I might have told a little white lie. The second year, last year, it was fantastic. It was. This, in 28 years, is the very best band I have ever had in 4 school districts that I have worked in. Give them another round of applause for their outstanding work. And I want to say 2 more things, and the first one is Mr. Van Zant's already mentioned his outstanding, the middle school symphonic band's outstanding honor to be the honor band next year at the Arkansas All-State Convention. I cannot tell you how big an honor that is for our school and our school district, so give them one more round of applause. And before Jude Sabatini comes up and introduces our last piece, I also want to remind you that October 15th, we will host a concert by the President's own United States Marine Band. This is one of the premier groups in the entire world, and they're going to be playing on this stage October 15th. Be on the lookout for ticket information. Admission will be free to this concert, but reserved seating will be necessary due to the extremely high demand for people to want to be at this concert, especially dignitaries. So you will get first dibs on tickets, and just be looking for that email very soon. This is a huge honor to have them at our school. It's one of the, like I said, probably, it's my favorite group in the entire world, I will just tell you right now, that plays, and they are unbelievable. So be looking for that very soon. All right, Jude.
Hello,
My name is Jude Sabatini, and I'm a senior in Wind Symphony. It's been a great year for our music department here at DTSOI. We are so appreciative of your support and for attending our concert tonight. We invite you to our other 2 concerts this week. Thursday night, the middle school concert band, high school symphonic band, and jazz band at 6:30, and next Monday night, jazz band and orchestra at 6:30. The Stars and Stripes Forever is a patriotic American march written and composed by John Philip Sousa in 1896. In 1987, an act of Congress officially made it the official march of the United States. With the possible exception of the Star-Spangled Banner, no piece of music has stirred patriotism quite like this one. Inspired by a wave of homesickness while abroad, Sousa considered the music divinely inspired. Its iconic trio, featuring melodies symbolizing the North, South, and West, has thrilled generations and remains a tradition at patriotic celebrations. Ladies and gentlemen, The Stars and Stripes Forever by John Philip Sousa.
By the way, I'm supposed to say that one of our piccolo players, Yeti, is going to be one of our piccolo players, and Valeria is the other one. Today is Valeria's birthday. Thank you for coming tonight. We have 2 more nights of concerts. On Thursday night, we have the middle school concert band, the high school symphonic band, and the jazz band. And on Monday night, our orchestras. We hope you'll come back, visit us. Have a great summer. And thank you for allowing your child to be in our band program. Have a great night.